how serious are you about the Shakur fight, and do you want to unify with Devin now that you're the champion?
Oh, I'm open to all those, whatever. Shakur, somebody that I fought in the amateurs, and we went at it, and I felt like I beat him.
Shakur building that fight, saying he'll show Ryan levels regardless. 144, let's do it. Ryan saying, all right, let's run it. Two of the best. Yes, Ryan is in that conversation once again. As a world champion, you get to be called one of the best in the world at their weights. Meet in the middle, and let's throw the down.
Shakur at 44. What do you think?
I love the fight. I think that's perfect. I think it'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked. Either way, he don't stand a chance.
Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson are likely to fight at 144 pounds. It will be an exciting match between two of the best boxers.
And Shakur knows that he can't get lazy with me at all. That's why, he was looking at me right now and goes, ooh, you're not even big. I'm like, bro, you were scared if I was big? That's crazy. That's what you were scared of? All right. So I got a little glimpse on what he was kind of worried about. But size don't win fights at all. You seen that today. Mario was bigger than me. But I was quicker. And, but I want that fight. I feel like I'm always up to the challenge of anybody. There's always a way to win. Just gotta figure it out.
Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson will fight in the ring after Ryan wins an impressive world title.
You're gonna get to the baby, bro.
Keep working that jab.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, it's like back in the days, right?
It's the biggest fight right here.
No, I thought you was bigger than this,
Bro, you know I'm not big. Wait, why do you think I was big?
God, oh man.
Wait, good luck.
Oscar de la Hoya says a fight between Shakur and Ryan would be very exciting. But Ryan now has more choices for his next fight, not just Shakur.
What do you think a fight with Shakur Stevenson looks like? They talked about fighting each other next. What do you think that fight would look like?
I love the fight. I mean, look, there's so many options there for Ryan now. Everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to dethrone the pretty boy, and now that he has a world title, everybody's after him. So yeah, I think it's a matter of just regrouping, let Ryan rest, and he'll make his decision once he's.
He is very confident and believes no fighter right now is better than him. He strongly trusts his skills and feels he is the best inside the ring.
My mother was a judge in our fight, but she had influence on the judging of the fight.
What about him saying that he thought that you think he really won the fight? How close was that fight?
It was an easy fight. It was not a hard fight. He's lying.
All right, so Shakur Stevenson accepts your challenge, Ryan Garcia, at 144. Yeah. Coppinger says he can't make 44 anyway.
I'll be at his fight. Tell him, talk that shit at the end.
Shakur Stevenson does not accept that any opponent is better than him. He says he is ready to fight anyone who challenges him and truly believes he is the best boxer in the world today.
Rather fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney?
I would rather fight either or. I think any of these guys get in front of me, they got a lot to deal with.
Who are you here with? Are these people? Who's your manager? I know you got your brother. Who?
My manager is Jay Prince. He's not here.
Jay Prince is not here. Let me tell you something right now. I don't like your answers because I want you to get paid. Okay, your Devin Haney's not going to get you paid.
You don't think so?
No.
Why don't you think that?
Because, look.
He's a big name. I'm a big name.
He's not that. Look,
everybody wants to see that fight.
Let me be respectful because I like David.
Shakur Stevenson said on X, "That wasn't a diss. I just truly believe I'm better than all these fighters." He showed strong confidence and determination in his words. Henry Garcia said his son has become a true superstar after 10 years of hard work. He believes the latest performance clearly proves his son's great talent.
At what point do you know your son's a superstar? At what point did this major celebrity start showing up? Because we were used to it already for the last 10 years.
Yes. Well, I mean, when you get performance like this, that's superstardom right there. Because all the things that he's been going through and all the haters that have been throwing stuff at him, try to handle that kind of stuff in your mind. Try to sleep at night knowing that you got some serious haters out there, reporters that shake your hand. They say,
Kevin wrote on X that Shakur Stevenson thinks he can beat Ryan Garcia after that fight. He questioned it and said Shakur fights too slow and has no chance against Ryan's speed and power. Timothy Bradley also shared his opinion about a possible fight between Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. He said he was a little bored watching Ryan's recent fight because, even though Ryan is known for his power, he could not stop his opponent. Bradley pointed out that Ryan landed many punches but still didn't get the knockout, which made him question Ryan's consistency as a top puncher. However, Bradley did not completely doubt Ryan. He said a fight with Shakur would be different. According to him, that matchup would depend more on skill inside the ring, not just speed or power. He explained that while Ryan has great speed, Shakur has both speed and high-level skill, which makes him a very tough opponent.
Shakur couldn't finish no damn, Lopez, and he boring as shit. I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia beat the shit out of this dude. Yeah, so y'all want to talk about that, Shakur? Yeah, I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia. I was waiting on the finish. I'm like, damn, where the finish at, Ryan? Where the damn finish at? You ain't finishing this, boy. You supposed to be the big power puncher now. Ooh, you supposed to be that man. Ooh, you supposed to get rid of this dude. Bro, you didn't get rid of this dude. You hit him with the kitchen sink and couldn't get rid of this dude, bro. For real. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. You should have figured that shit out. Yeah. Yup, you should have figured it out. But you didn't. It is what it is. So, I'm going to tell y'all this. Everybody keep talking about this Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson fight. Boy, I'm here to let y'all know this shit gonna be easier than the Teofimo Lopez.
Timothy Bradley said that Shakur's accuracy could cancel out Ryan's punches, and Ryan might find it hard to land clean shots. He believes the fight could be easier than people think because Shakur's strong technique gives him a big advantage, almost like taking candy from a child. Bradley added that Ryan's biggest problem is consistency. If Ryan keeps improving and performs well every time, the fight with Shakur Stevenson could be close and exciting. However, he warned fans not to underestimate Shakur's skill and smart thinking inside the ring.
Have all the speed in the world. Shakur got speed. He can have all the power in the world. Oh, he can have all the power. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But when he can't land on that don't mean nothing. And he ain't gonna land on Shakur. No, it's not gonna happen. And it's gonna be like taking candy from a damn baby. That's what it's gonna be like. Taking candy from a baby. A lot of upset folks. A lot of people depressed. Yeah, it took this man 10 years to win a championship. One championship, 10 years. Oh, that's y'all king? Okay, let it be y'all king, all right? No doubt. But, you get consistent with your performances, Ryan Garcia, maybe I'll believe in your ass. Maybe I'll just believe in your ass. But you ain't consistent, my boy. This is a one, well, maybe two off. But, again, that time when you look good, yeah, when you supposedly didn't train, that time, oh, yeah, you look good.
Wade Plemons says the fight between Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson is exactly what boxing fans want right now. Both fighters are at their peak and are two of the biggest names in American boxing. The fight will likely not happen at 140 or 147 pounds, but a catch weight around 144 pounds would work well. This fight is not about titles. It is about ending their long rivalry that started during their amateur boxing days. Back then, they tested each other's skills. Ryan believes he knows how to beat Shakur's style, while Shakur is very confident that he is on a higher level and wants to prove he is in a class of his own.
Here right now is the time for Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. Folks, it just makes sense. Two of the biggest names in American boxing in their primes. No, it won't be at 147, it won't be at 140, catch weight 144. I don't care if there's a belt on the line. I need to see that fight. I need it like I need air to breathe, because this rivalry has been brewing even before we've been talking about it. Back in the amateurs, right? All these guys fought against each other. And Ryan says, listen, I know the style to beat Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur's like, cool, you want to come get worked like everybody else? I'm going to show you why I'm on even a different level than you are. And so after the fight, Ryan took the liberty of calling Shakur out, said, I want the fight. And he said something super interesting. He said, I'm not like Tio, because if you can't hurt me, if you don't have any attributes, no power to push me backward, you're not going to be able to keep me.
After his latest win, Ryan Garcia called out Shakur Stevenson, saying he won't back down if his opponent doesn't have the skills to challenge him. Wade Plemons said this shows Ryan's focus, dedication, and seriousness about the fight. While Shakur's win over Teofimo Lopez was impressive, Ryan's dominant performance against Mario Barrios showed his power and potential. If Ryan keeps this form, with his speed, aggression, and strong mindset, he could shock the boxing world. This is the fight fans want to see, and Wade Plemons believes it should happen as soon as possible.
Did that tonight, it kind of made me believe. It kind of made me think, you know what? He may actually have the answer to Shakur Stevenson. And I think Shakur's win over Teofimo Lopez was more impressive just because of who he did it against and how he did it than Ryan against Mario Barrios. But I don't think it was that much more impressive because Ryan was a violent motherfucker. And if Ryan is in that form, with that mentality, with that seriousness, with that dedication, he may shock us again. And I'm not basing that off the Devin Haney fight. I'm basing that off the Ryan I saw tonight, because that Ryan right there was even a different animal from the Devin Haney fight. The Ryan in the Devin Haney fight was, relying on instinct, good left hook. I mean, again, the PED bust has got to be mentioned, but he was out of shape and he was tired and he's taking rounds off. That's not the Ryan we saw tonight. We saw him getting up out of that corner, ready to go round after round, and 12 straight rounds of dominance. Stylistically, it looks like a problem for anybody that fights Shakur.
Henry Plemons says Ryan Garcia's career is becoming very exciting. He says that although Mario Barrios can still make good money in fights, his lack of speed, weak defense, and limited fighting styles make it hard for him to stay at the highest level. Ryan, however, has many big opportunities ahead. After his latest win, he called out Shakur Stevenson, which makes sense because Shakur is currently very popular and holds a WBC title. Henry also said Ryan and fighters like Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Vasily Lomachenko fought in the same amateur competitions, so a fight between them always felt likely to happen.
The name that he called out in the ring after the fight was Shakur Stevenson, and I understand why. Shakur is the man of the moment. And as WBC champion, Ryan has now joined some of his peers, that we've talked about throughout his career at that top table. The likes of Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Teofimo, they were all those guys that were coming through in and around the same weight, that shared amateur careers together and whatnot, that people thought, yeah, those guys are all going to fight each other. I think Tank was in the mix as well. Loma for a while was there too. I think Ryan looked around and was like, I don't like the fact that you guys have got world titles and I don't. This is a problem for me. He's now fulfilled that, and instantly he's called out Shakur. Now, that's because Shakur's the guy of the moment. He is flavor of the month. He is the guy who everyone thinks is probably on his way to being pound for pound number one in the world right now. And he's down at 140. So he's a little bit smaller than Ryan is right now, and Ryan will like the fact that he's a smaller guy. He's not, as big as a Haney is, for example, who we'll get onto in a moment. Do I think that Ryan has a chance against Shakur Stevenson?
Ryan Garcia saw that many of his rivals already had world titles while he did not, but now he has closed that gap. Calling out Shakur Stevenson is both smart and good timing. Henry says Shakur is considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters at 140 pounds, making him a natural target for Ryan. Shakur's speed, power, and championship status make this fight both a big challenge and a huge opportunity. Henry believes Ryan has the skills and mindset to make this fight a key moment in his career.
Ryan's got that hand speed. If he can get his timing right, I actually think he has a chance, which does sound crazy to say, but stars make fights at the end of the day, people. And I'm not saying I'd pick him to win, but I think he has a chance. Or maybe a better chance than anyone else Shakur has faced. I don't know if that's the best way of explaining it. Of course, I'd love to see that fight next up at 147. But it's a division right now, 147, where Ryan does have so many options. There's Lewis Crocker, who's a world champion. He could try and unify with him. I think Lewis Crocker would take that fight in a heartbeat, and I would expect Ryan to win it. There's the Rolly Romero rematch. I'm sure Ryan would like to get that one back now, and to be honest with you, with the way he looked tonight, Romero's very different from Barrios, but I do think that Garcia would give him a much better fight this time around. But maybe that's one Garcia looks to save when he's a bit further down the line, a bit more established in this new career of his. I say new because it almost feels like a reincarnation of a fighter. A new and improved version, if you will. It does appear that Conor Benn will be in and around 147. That's what he's been talking about doing. He was ringside tonight, although he wasn't mentioned. He didn't go anywhere near.
Stephen Edwards, Breadman, said that Ryan Garcia showed his elite amateur background in his recent performance. He said that although Mario Barrios is a good fighter, he never reached Ryan's amateur level. Breadman added that Ryan earned respect from fighters like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Keyshawn Davis because of his early career skill and experience.
I don't know if it was the display of Shakur with Teofimo Lopez with the jab, but maybe, maybe Ryan looked at this fight like maybe I could beat him before the jab and after the jab, before he throws something, and in that matter, I mean, maybe that jab is starting to set the tone. A lot of these guys lately, they just want to walk these guys down without a jab. I don't know if it's like a style or something, but
it could be, but you got to remember something too. Ryan Garcia was an elite amateur. You know, if you hear the guys talk about him, just listen to him. They all respect what he did as an amateur. And Mario Barrios really wasn't on that level as an amateur. Ryan was really, really high up there, you know, as far as he got all the respect from the fight.
That foundation gives Ryan Garcia an advantage in timing, strategy, and overall ring intelligence, according to Stephen Edwards, Breadman. He said Mario Barrios fights in a straightforward style, which makes him easier to read and allows Ryan to use his speed, timing, and experience to control the fight. Breadman believes Ryan's amateur background, elite training, and ring IQ set him apart from most fighters at his level. Even top fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney recognize his skill. Overall, Ryan continues to show that his mix of skill, discipline, and power makes him a serious threat, performing at a higher level than fighters like Mario Barrios.
Talk and keep showing him like, yo, Ryan was nice back in the day. His pedigree just a little bit too high for Mario Barrios. And Rolly was able to beat Ryan. Rolly is heavy-handed, more heavy-handed than you guys realize. He can hurt you. Well, I don't think Mario is as heavy-handed as Rolly. So, and Rolly, like, he looked like he can't fight, but he like weird twitchy. He got like weird little awkward twitch where you gotta like be a little bit careful. Mario Barrios is just straight meat and potatoes. You know everything you're gonna do. You can pick up his body rhythm. I'm not gonna say threat, but there's no real novelty about his approach. You can see what he's about to do. With Rolly, you gotta like jump back a little bit, like, okay, gonna throw a weird little hook.
Shakur Stevenson showed near-perfect precision and control in his fight against Teofimo Lopez. From the first round, his strategy was clear, every move was calculated, and every punch had a purpose. His timing, defense, and ability to read his opponent helped him control the pace of the fight and stop Lopez from building momentum. Unlike many big fights where small mistakes can be seen, Shakur stayed focused and disciplined throughout, showing the consistency that makes elite fighters stand out.
Shakur Stevenson, his performance with Teo, I really had no real critique for him. That's how flawless the man operated. Pause. Right? I really could, I can't tell you the last time, because normally, even if a fighter wins, there's like a little something like, even, I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but let's say Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney started off very strong with Brian Norman, and then the performance kind of fizzled out. You did what you did, and you convincingly beat a champion in Brian Norman that some people thought he would be able to knock you out. You dropped him in the second round, had a stanky leg in, so that part was good. But I feel like it didn't really crescendo after you drew first blood and hurt Brian Norman in that second round.
When compared to other performances like that of Devin Haney, the difference is clear. Haney started strongly, showing speed and good technique, but his energy and impact decreased in the later rounds, making the fight less exciting toward the end. In contrast, Shakur Stevenson was able to maintain precision, pressure, and effectiveness round after round. This showed not only his talent but also his preparation and mental strength. This fight strengthened Shakur's reputation as a technically skilled, intelligent, and highly consistent fighter. His performance was not just about winning, it was about controlling the fight and proving why he is considered one of the best technical boxers in the sport today.
Ryan Garcia, for some reason he's saying that Shakur pooped his pants. And this is not the first time that he said that. So I don't know what's up with that. He says Edgar Berlanga, boxer out of Brooklyn, was in the amateur circuit at the same time. So he was like, ask him, he knows. So what do we know? Ryan wants to fight against Shakur after the Barrios fight. Right? Now, I gotta keep it real, like I always do on my channel. Shakur, I don't have a problem with his overall response. What I do have a problem with is he says, Ryan, fight me at 144, which is a catch.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned and see you next time.